All right, what's up? What's up? What's up, fam? What's going on out there, man? Yo, man, we live for a post-fight reaction here, man. I'm still got the 12th round playing right now. I got like 50 seconds left in the 12th round, Canelo is at this point is just walking Callum Smith down, trying to corner him down. Look like he's trying to finish this joint, man. Don't know if he will or not, but it looked like he definitely wants or trying to finish this, you know what I'm saying? Here we go. We got 38 seconds left. Canelo Alverez pretty much dominated this fight on my scorecards, y'all. It looked like he's pretty much winning this round in the same fashion. Callum Smith trying to put a little bit of a fight back, but he's just on the back foot. Canelo Alverez just walking him down, throwing hard shots. Callum Smith at this point is all beat up. Look like he's a little busted up. Not looking good for Callum. Not looking good for Callum. You know what I mean? Callum pretty much got dominated tonight, champ. Dominated. You know what I mean? Look at Canelo Alverez. Yeah, man. It's I thought Callum would give a much better showing of himself than this, man. You know what I mean? Real spill. Look like it is over. It is now officially over. You know what I'm saying? I gave Canelo Alvarez this fight by a mile, by a landslide. I pretty much gave Canelo Alvarez every single round. If you want to give Callum Smith the first round, it was more of a fill-out round, be my guest. You know what I'm saying? $70 for this pay-per-view tonight, fight fans. $70 for DAZN's premier pay-per-view of Canelo Alvarez versus Callum Smith. You know what I'm saying? Man, whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? Whatever, man. Callum Smith did not look like this was the biggest fight of his career tonight. Callum Smith did not fight in the manner that this was the biggest opportunity of his career tonight. It looked like Callum Smith just showed up just to show up. You know what I mean? I mean, honestly, I'm trying to figure out what was the game plan opposed to just moving on the back foot and just flicking out a weak jab. Pretty much the cosmetics of this fight went and pretty much like everyone, would have thought it would have went and how everybody called it. Canelo Alvarez coming forward for most of the fight in the high guard, standing right on the outside of Callum Smith's punches. Callum Smith's jab had no pepper in it pretty much the whole fight because he was moving backwards pretty much the whole fight. And Canelo Alvarez coming forward, high guard, using his head movement, getting around the jab, just like we all said. Taking what he was doing was getting right in range of Callum Smith and then taking that lean back. You know what I'm saying? And once Callum Smith kind of blow his punches, he kind of eke in a little closer and throw that hard shot. I thought the best shot from Canelo Alvarez tonight was the left hook. The joint was working. You know what I'm saying? Every time Callum Smith got pent up on them ropes, backing up so much and trying to move and jab and being very inaccurate. Every time he got caught up on them ropes, Canelo was there with hard shots. Canelo would come with a 1-2 when Callum would be up against them ropes. Boom, boom. Then he'd try to make Callum go to the left and then fling out that hard left hook. You know what I'm saying? As the fight progressed on down the stretch, when Callum would get caught up on them ropes, you seen Canelo throwing that uppercut, man, breaking that guard right down the middle. What's up, Nino? What's up, family? What's up with you, man? Hope you enjoyed that fight tonight, man. That was a $70 fight, man, and I'm like, nah, man, that wasn't worth no $70, champ. I'm sorry, you know what I'm saying? But Callum Smith losing a lot tonight, man, losing his WBA Super Middleweight title, losing the Ring Magazine title, you know what I mean? Canelo Alvarez now has a total of 6 belts, fam. Let that sit in. Canelo Alvarez now, with the win tonight, have a total of 6 belts. He got 2 down at 160. He got the WBC franchise. He got the WBA title down at 160. And he also has the Ring Magazine title down at 160. Up here at 168 now. The WBC, the WBA, same thing. And the Ring Magazine. That is 6 titles on Canelo Alvarez, covering 2 weight classes. You know what I'm saying? 2 weight classes. Look like we got the call here, waiting on a post-fight interview like we always do, man. We'll time it in. I got to give it to Callum, man. He lasted longer than Liam. You know what I'm saying? He lasted longer than his little brother Liam. Liam went down in 9 rounds against Canelo. Callum lasted at least the whole fight. You know what I mean? So at least he tried to fight his way to the end, or should I say he survived his way to the end more so than anything. Silver Salomo, what's up, fam? What's up with you, man? You enjoyed that fight tonight, man? It was all right. Wasn't all that at all. You know what I'm saying? G-Lex, what's going on, family? What's up with you? What's up with you, man? But, Canelo looked good tonight. Canelo looked good. He beat what's called an in-prime guy tonight, an in-prime champion. And, there's a lot of talk about Canelo, where he's sitting at on the pound-for-pound rankings. I see a lot of fans out here saying he's number 1. I'm not quite there yet, but I got to look. I've been looking at Canelo's last few names that he beat. Callum Smith, Sergey Kovalev, Daniel Jacobs, Rocky Fielding. Hold on, I'm going to say this. Callum Smith, world champion. Sergey Kovalev, world champion. Daniel Jacobs, world champion. Rocky Fielding, world champion. Triple G twice, world champion. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., whatever, make a bag of money. Liam Smith, world champion. So when you run that down, those are Canelo's last fights. He got a lot of champions up in that joint, you know what I'm saying? And that's why people were like, yo, man, he got to be #1 pound for pound. He went up to 75. He did this, he did that. I mean, that's a hard thing to argue with. I mean, that's a heck of a lot of champions. The problem is yeah, that sounds good, and that's a lot of champions, but if that's the group that he fought, who did he not fight? You know what I'm saying? And that's what it always comes down to when you start arguing Canelo Alverez. You know what I'm saying? Valkyrie say, yo, man, that was a trash fight. I feel you, man. I don't think that was worth $70, you know, but they put 12,000 people up in there tonight. They say they got 12,000 people up in there. Just trying to see if Canelo Alvarez going to give us a post-fight interview. I know it's going to probably be in Spanish anyway. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, he put 12,000. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can get a little bit of this.
The top guy at 168 pounds, and you have another brilliant performance. What did you think of your effort tonight?
No, me siento muy bien. La verdad que hice muy buen trabajo después de 13 meses sin pelear. Creo que hice muy buen trabajo con un peleador de mayor peso que yo, campeón mundial, el #1 en este peso. Creo que hizo un gran trabajo después de 13 meses. Me siento muy contento. Smith es un gran peleador y pues aquí estamos de regreso. Gracias a toda la gente que pudo estar aquí. Gracias por el apoyo incondicional. Y vamos a seguir haciendo historia. Esta es la era del Canelo.
I did a great job after 13 months of layout. Smith is a great fighter, but like you see, I did a great job. Thanks for everybody to coming and support me. I'm so happy.
Callum Smith might be the biggest, strongest fighter that you have faced in your career, and yet once again, you walked right through all of his punches. When did you know that you could take that power?
Desde el primer round. Siempre me gusta el primer round salir a ver qué es lo que muestra, la fortaleza, la rapidez, la distancia, y después empezar a atacar, después empezar a hacer mi trabajo y pues Smith es un peleador muy fuerte, ya lo había dicho y lo demostró. Mis respetos para él, pero pues como todos me catalogan, soy el mejor del mundo y por algo.
I'm the best in the world. Since the first round, I try to see what he brings, the skills, whatever. But like you see, I show what I am.
You have been fighting at
Give us a name,
for
bro.
a long time. You won a title at 175. Now you're back at 168. How do you feel at 168 pounds?
No, me siento muy bien. Me siento muy fuerte en este peso. La verdad que no me desgasto menos para dar el peso y eso me hace estar más fuerte a la hora de la pelea. Así que, pues ya lo demostré, ¿no? Con el #1 en la 168 me vi muy fuerte y después de 13 meses sin pelear creo que tengo mucho que demostrar. Me siento mejor que nunca.
I feel great in 168. I don't want to fight with a scale. And after 13 months, you'll see what I can do.
You have won titles.
He's like not answering nothing directly, man. Like he's giving these little short, fast little answers.
A title at 175. Where does this rank, becoming the unified champion at 168? Where does that rank among?
Man, who you gonna fight, man?
No, es uno de mis mejores. Es uno de mis mejores triunfos. Obviamente, si entendí bien tu pregunta, pero es uno de mis mejores triunfos, sin duda, con el mejor #1. Quiero unificar en este peso y este fue el primer paso, el primer reto que tengo y vamos por los demás.
It's one of the best nights for me. I conquer, of course, the unified titles. One of the greatest nights that I had, and I go for more.
Yawn.
You say you go for more. You've got 2 pieces of the Super Middleweight Championship around your waist. What do you want to do next?
Mi meta a corto plazo es unificar todos los títulos en las 168 libras. Quien esté ahí, vamos a ir por él.
Unified. I want all the belts. It doesn't matter who is there.
You say you want to unify super middleweight. Your longtime rival, Gennady Golovkin, won last night.
Give us a name, bro.
I always have to bring this up, but do you believe there's a third fight with you and Golovkin in the future?
Mira, he probado que he peleado con los mejores y si se tiene que dar la pelea con Golovkin para que la gente disfrute una gran pelea, está bien. Pero nomás quiero dejar en claro, yo sí enfrento grandes retos. Subo de divisiones para ganar títulos con los mejores y yo no estoy dándole la vuelta a los retos. No. Estoy aquí para pelear con el mejor que esté ahí, porque quiero seguir siendo el mejor.
I don't run from nobody. I just show that I fought against the best. And of course, if he is gonna take place a fight, I'll take it. But I show to the world that I fight against the best.
Was this the best performance of your career?
No, es uno de mis mejores sin duda, ¿no? Por lo que representa uno de los mejores.
That's enough, fam. That's all we need for now.
Y viene lo mejor de mi carrera. De verdad que me siento mejor que
Maybe
nunca.
give us one
Creo
more.
que a esta edad me
Hope.
siento un peleador más maduro, más asentado, más fuerte y creo que viene lo mejor para mí y para mi equipo.
I feel more mature, I feel better, and of course, he's one of the best, but not the best. I have a lot of challenges to do in my career.
All right, well, he not saying anything that that's worth really talking about. Just kind of going through the basic stuff. He looked good, he feel good. He says he had a great performance. Yippee skippy, whatever, man. Now the thing is this, Slim. Let's just look at the picture for ourselves. I got the screen share ready to go. Let's see. Let's look at Canelo's place in everything here, shall we? Let's see. Let's see. Hold on one second. Let me pull up the boxing rankings. All right. So it's per the rankings here. Now, Canelo pretty much is running things right now. And he got this WBC. He got this WBA. He can go and face, and if he wanted to, if the WBC, which he's holding this in 2 weight classes, if they came along and say, okay, do you want to fight? Avni Yildirim would be the guy. We know Avni Yildirim is sitting right here waiting in the wings. The deal was for this WBC to be involved in this particular fight tonight, the winner has to face Avni Yildirim for that particular title. So if he was to go and defend that WBC title, well, he's looking at Avni Yildirim. Hold on, my fault, fam. I just accidentally reset that. But he's looking at Avni Yildirim in the WBC. We can do a little better than that, I know. Hold on. Sorry about that. Let me go back. All right, so he got Avni Yildirim down in the WBC. As far as the WBA is concerned, I've been talking about this in my last video, man. When I found this out, honestly, looking it up for this particular video about this David Morrell dude, 3-0, rated number 1, the WBA interim champion, 3-0. Fighting for Canelo Alverez's old WBA Super Middleweight belt. You know what I'm saying? This belt is now gone. Canelo Alvarez had it. He just beat Callum Smith for the Super belt, so this one is free. David Morrell, who is 3-0, was supposed to be fighting, the last I checked, I think it's this guy right here, Mike Gavronsky, number 11, champ. Number 11, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, Canelo Alvarez, so if it was the WBA, take in mind the WBA Super Champion has no mandatory. So ain't no telling who Canelo Alvarez has to fight here in the WBA. They won't make him fight anybody he don't want to. But however, we got David Benavidez right there, number 3. So who knows? That'll be something interesting right there. But I don't know if Canelo is still talking about not fighting Mexicans, not fighting other Mexican fighters. I don't know if he's still on that same stance or whatever. But David Benavidez is right there, number 3 in the WBA at 168. If you want to slide on down here to middleweight, where he is the man. He got the Ring Magazine belt where he is the man also. We know he got the WBC at 160 and he got the WBA. Same rules apply. WBA Super Middleweight champion has no mandatory. Now, of course, a big fight with Ryota Murata. Very possible, believe it or not. If Canelo Alvarez says, you know what, man, I'm a star. I'm trying to be a worldwide star. I'm going to go give Bob Arum a call and see if we could do the Murata fight somewhere in Asia. You know what I'm saying? Get the Asian folks involved. He might want to go that route. Of course, the WBC, where he is the WBC French fry franchise, whatever you want to call it, champion. He is the WBC franchise champion. This belt has no mandatory. Of course, Jamal Charlo, the WBC true middleweight champion, sitting right there. This is the fight that most boxing fans definitely want to see go down. You know what I'm saying? We got Jaime Munguia at number 1. It really doesn't mean anything. None of these dudes down here, I don't think, will ever get a chance. I don't think in the WBC before Jamal Charlo. At least they shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't see how the WBC would ever have to swing that. But we got Jamal Charlo right there at the WBC at 160. Ryota Murata at the WBA at 160. 2 big fights. If Canelo wants to go there, if he wants to play the unification game, let's just say what fans really want. We want this one right here too. Demetrius Andrade, WBO 160-pound champion. We would love that fight. This would make Canelo have 3 belts at the 160 weight class if he go after Andrade. I believe that this is the style that will give Canelo Alvarez the most problems right here from Demetrius Andrade. I think there's a reason why Demetrius Andrade is thoroughly skipped by Canelo Alverez. You know what I'm saying? Demetrius Andrade's length, his boxing ability, his jab, his boxing IQ, his power, all of these things in his movement, all of these things will be a nightmare for Canelo Alvarez. This will be the fight that, you know, though Canelo may earn a world championship, you know, as far as the big money is concerned, this may not be the biggest money out there, but at the end of the day, would you want some respect, champ, beat Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade. Of course, Gennady Golovkin. The third fight is always there with Gennady Golovkin. I think Canelo Alvarez has got Gennady Golovkin on the string, forcing Gennady Golovkin to fight somebody right now. Gennady Golovkin is in a situation where he just destroyed this dude last night, Kamil Zerameta. So ain't no telling. Gennady Golovkin has nowhere left to go in the IBF. The first two spots are vacant. I don't even know who half of these cats are. You know what I'm saying? Jaime Munguia is down at number 8. Gennady Golovkin got nowhere to go. Only way that Gennady Golovkin can go is in another unification. Maybe with Demetrius Andrade. You know what I'm saying? Maybe these two can work it out while Canelo maybe stay up here at 168 pounds. Now, when you go up here, things are looking bright for Canelo also, man. Everything is looking bright for Canelo. WBO got Billy Joe Saunders. Now, this is my best bet right here. I think this is where Canelo goes. I think he goes to Billy Joe. I think he goes to Billy Joe. You know why? Because him and Billy Joe they've been trying to do it for so long, and for one reason or another, it just fell apart, fell through. I think Canelo sees Billy Joe as a vulnerable opponent for whatever reason. Billy Joe is a mover. He's a boxer. He likes to flick the jab. He likes to, you know, use his boxing ability. Usually a lot more movement than Canelo normally likes. I think he can beat Billy Joe Saunders based on Billy Joe's normal conditioning. You know what I'm saying? I haven't been too happy with his conditioning lately, but I think he can get Billy Joe. I think this is where Canelo goes, if you ask me. I think he goes after Billy Joe Saunders in the WBO at 168 pounds. And then at that point, if he can beat Billy Joe, he'll have 3 titles at 168 pounds, leaving just Caleb Plant. You know what I'm saying? Caleb Plant, you know, Caleb's already told everybody down to face Canelo. All Canelo got to do is send something and give him the right amount of time to get ready. This is a hell of a fight right here. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I see this fight 50-50. I don't know if Canelo making it through Plant, champ. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. If y'all have ever criticized Canelo Alvarez's resume, with the next, if he truly wants to unify, his easiest route for undisputed, which he's never had in his career, but his easiest route for that, I think, if between 68 and 60, maybe 60 is easy because Gennady Golovkin is down there, but Caleb Plant and Billy Joe over Gennady Golovkin and Demetrius Andrade. That's pretty much the questions right there. Which division y'all think would be much more easier for Canelo to go for undisputed? You think it'd be easier for him to go for undisputed at 60 or 68? Riddle me that, fam. I don't know, man. I think if he wanted to try for undisputed at 60, man, Andrade and Golovkin might be the easier targets, I would think. I mean, Caleb Plant and Billy, I think he can get Billy Joe, but Caleb Plant, man, that's a tall order right there, champ. That's a real man. And I do think that Demetrius Andrade got the code, man. I mean, he got a rough road ahead of him if he's going to go for undisputed. I mean, he wanted the thorough respect that he's been wanting for years. If you look back, there's articles out there, man. A lot of boxing legends like, you know, Julio Cesar Chavez and a lot of Mexican boxing legends, they were slow to give Canelo the credit that he always kind of been looking for. And there's still a lot of them are still kind of dragging their feet. You know what I mean? If he conquers this road, whether it's at 60 or 68, and I mean, I want to see a Charlo in there too, man. And I definitely want to see a Charlo in there. With his fans, I think going to start, what his fans going to start saying is, unfortunately for Charlo, is which one is more important? You see what they did with Vasyl Lomachenko. When Vasyl Lomachenko had all the belts, no one was saying that he wasn't going to be undisputed, even though he had the WBC franchise belt. I can see the Canelo fans saying, you know what, man, we want to see the Charlo fight, but yo, man, we want to see undisputed, man. But we're going to be sitting here like, yo, he ain't the real WBC champion. Well, they did the same thing for Vasyl Lomachenko. Ain't nobody wasn't tripping like that. You know what I mean? We're going to be right there. I don't know. Which way y'all think is easy, man? Which way y'all think is easy? If Alvarez says, man, all belts. You didn't get all before. Yeah, he got to get them all. You saying all as in the real WBC or that WBC franchise ain't counting? You know what I'm saying? How is Canelo all time when he wasn't ever undisputed? Well, clearly listening to his post-fight interview, he's saying that's what he want. He want undisputed. He got roads to him. I mean, any network, any promoter will work with Canelo Alverez. You know what I'm saying? He got roads to him. You know what I mean? He got roads to him, man. But back to the nice fight real quick. Just let me say, man, one more thing. I'm also thinking about the words that Billy Joe Saunders said leading into this fight. He said that he didn't feel like Callum Smith had enough time to train. Did Callum Smith look unprepared to y'all tonight? Did he look unprepared in there tonight? Did he look like, because honestly, on his game plan tonight, of course, he was going to have to move. Of course, he was going to have to use the jab. Of course, you know, he was going to have to try to sneak a right hand in there. But he just looked like outside of that, he had nothing else. Like, he kept backing himself into the ropes. And I told folks, whenever he backs into the ropes, he shows up, and he shows up too long. And that's what he normally does. In this case, when he was shelling up on the ropes, he wasn't doing no catching and shooting. He wasn't even trying to really counter Canelo Alvarez. He was looking more so to stay on them ropes, shell up, and then try to get the hell out of Dodge. And I'm like, yo, you got to stand your ground, bro. You got to put some pepper in your shots. You got to fight like this is the biggest fight of your damn career. I mean, he looked a little unprepared tonight. You know what I'm saying? No explosiveness. His jab just got no pepper in it. He put no marks on Canelo's face. No explosiveness. Wasn't willing to stand his ground. No plan B. The power looked real iffy tonight. Didn't look like a true 168-pounder. The power looked iffy. Wasn't willing to sit on much of his punches. I mean, Canelo did fought the perfect fight. I got not much bad to say about Canelo Alvarez. He used the head movement. He used his aggression. He cut the ring off properly. He hit the body. Threw them hard shots when he got in range. You know what I'm saying? Took the right hand away, stay circling away from the right hand before the good fight. His leg, and most importantly, if you look, Canelo wasn't limping tonight. Though he'd been out of the ring for a minute, still was concerned to see how much that knee was going to hold up. Last time we were seeing Canelo in the ring, he'd been having that knee wrapped up, you know what I'm saying? But didn't show no signs of limping tonight, you know what I mean? He asked harder questions to Earl and Teofimo, who ain't on DAZN. Yeah, they gave him straight softballs in his post-fight interview, man. Straight softballs, champ. Straight softballs. Low Blow say, yo, man, he need to clean up 160. You think he need to go back down to 160? I mean, I think far as the biggest name fights, of course, the Golovkin fight right there. I mean, yeah. I mean, he do got unfinished business down there. He moving around so much and so fast, he got unfinished business. But Canelo is one of them dudes who stops, sits back, and looks at the whole picture as a whole and say, well, what is the best route for me? Forget what the fans saying. Forget what they want. I know what they want, but what is the best route for me? I mean, he had to sit back and look at the board even for this particular fight. Callum Smith is the best fight for me. He's a dude who's tall. I can get up under him. I can give him a short notice type fight. He is the best. He's a champion who, honestly, like I told folks leading into this fight, he's a 168-pound champion, and most recognize him as the number one guy there. But outside of George Groves, who we talking about? Who else did he really, he did the World Boxing Super Series thing, but it ain't like it was that World Boxing Super Series was flooded with a bunch of killers. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. He was all right. He beat George Groves. George Groves was at the end of the road, whatever, man. You know what I mean? So Canelo sat back and he looked at this and said, you know what? That makes sense. To Canelo's credit, though, it was short notice. I would think for him too, unless he already knew from the jump. Canelo never cleans up a weight class. He gets the weakest belts and then moves up. Facts. Never wants to clean up a weight class. A lot of people thought, oh, well, he beat Erislandy Lara. So, that was all he needed to do. Like, didn't even fight Lara at the actual weight class. He fought him at a catch weight. So, yeah, you got to sit there, collect some belts, reign for a change. He moves so much and so fast between weights, at catch weights, at this weight, at that weight. You don't know where he's going to be. You know what I mean? And that's how he keeps so many options wide open, man. Canelo's in a position now where he got options galore. There's no network that can lock him in. He can have any opponent that he wants. He can go to different weight classes. He's going to stay the hell away from 175. Y'all hear me, though? He ain't going next to 175. Why he ain't going up to 175? And you see he got rid of that WBO title up at 175. I'll tell you the reason he won't go near the 175, because you got a man named Artur Beterbiev and a man named Dmitry Bivol right here, WBA, WBC, his two favorite belts up at 175. Oh, he won't come test them. I don't think he's going to come test them. He ain't going to come test him. You know what I'm saying? Of course, his WBO is now vacant. This was going to be fought for Joe, but Joe Smith was going to fight for that belt. He ain't going to come test Artur Beterbiev. He ain't going to do that. He ran away from this class before he really had to mix it up with the real ones. Of course, Sergey Kovalev fresh off a grueling fight. Smart man. But he got the hell out of Dodge. I don't see him going nowhere near 175 no more. I think he stays right here at 68. I think he tries for Billy Joe Saunders next. And, if he can get Billy Joe Saunders out the way, I think he makes the play for Caleb Plant. Much as I would love to see him go back down to 160, I think the chances of that are very slim. You know what I mean? Because even here at 68, if he was forced to face his WBC mandatory, it'd be Avni Yodrum. I mean, Canelo Alverez wouldn't run away from that fight. Not to mention, he'll convince the WBC who kisses his ass, he'll convince them to, just chill out. You know what I mean? Let me go make this unification happen with Billy Joe Saunders, and it is what it is. He's already in business with Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn is probably loving life right now because Eddie Hearn is like, look, Canelo, I am in the Canelo business. Anything you want to do, I'm down. You want Billy Joe? I got you. You want Andrade? I got you. You want Golovkin? I got you. Y'all see Eddie Hearn up in the night like a kid in the candy store, man. He seen 12,000 fans. He ain't know what to do in America. And then he got Canelo. Man, I'm going to find that interview where Eddie Hearn said, yo, and he told folks in the interview, I don't promote Canelo Alvarez yet. And this is when Canelo was still under Oscar De La Hoya. This was the plan. Eddie is happy-go-lucky. I got this cash cow of boxing, supposedly. And he got to fight all of my people. Whether it's Billy Joe Saunders, he just got the Callum Smith fight. He fought Rocky Fielding, right? Billy Joe Saunders, Rocky Fielding, Callum Smith. Now, who else is going? If Demetrius Andrade won a piece, if Gennady Golovkin won a piece, yo, man, Eddie Hearn is all the way in the Canelo business. If you Oscar De La Hoya right now, you on DAZN, you looking across the table, you see Eddie Hearn at DAZN, and he putting on all of these fights with Canelo. How you feeling? How can you sit in the same room and not just want to just hit him in the jaw one time? I mean, I'm keeping it 100. How could you not want to hit him in the jaw one time, knowing that man took your cash cow and now using him to fight all of his fighters in his stable? Man, if I'm Oscar, man, there's no way I'm sitting in the same room with no Eddie Hearn slam. I'm smacking them on sight. Facts. Man, what's up, Sir Ken? What's up, family? Man, salute to the wrenches and salute to the chat. Hit that thumbs up. Thumbs up for the fam, man. Thumbs up for the fam and salute to the fam, Sir Ken, man. Much love, man. Much love, man. Canelo will probably move down and vacate a belt. Well, he got protection at 160 when it comes to the WBC franchise. You already know he gonna hold that down. Honestly, he's actually very protected at 160 because the WBA don't got no mandatory either. And the WBA and the WBC work hand in hand. Man, Canelo straight running this thing like a straight game. I remember at one time I thought that was looked down upon in boxing to be holding all of these titles in different weight classes. I remember when they gave Floyd hell about that at one time. You know what I'm saying? Canelo doing it with ease. Like it's nothing. Will, what's up with you, man? Salute to B More in the building. What's up, family? B More, stand up. Canelo is pissing me off more and more. I watch him. Yeah, it's like I know what you probably feeling, Will. You probably looking at me like, yo, man, this dude is so talented. He doing all of these things against these not so great champions in your eyes. You know what I mean? Like you don't like. I just ran down the list, man. Callum Smith, Kovalev, Daniel Jacobs, Rocky Fielding. These are all world champions. Gennady Golovkin. These are his last few fights. And Liam Smith. These are all world champions, but these are not Demetrius Andrade, Jamel Charlo. These are not, these are not them. Those are the ones that fans have always demanded. But instead, he gave you these champions instead of these champions. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. You can't please everybody, but I mean, I'm like everybody else, bro. I didn't ask for Callum Smith. You know what I mean? Even in Sergey Kovalev fight, nobody asked for that. It was a good win, good for your legacy box, whatever, man. But nobody asked for it, brother. And then we know what happened, how you fought him. You know what I'm saying? We know the rules. And then Jacobs, Jacobs, man, I'm lost on Jacobs right now. I don't know what to say about Jacobs. Jacobs, I just the way he fought Canelo, man, didn't let his hands go. I don't know. I mean, these are good names and these are world champions. Don't get me wrong. And it's hard to crap on Canelo because it's like, how can you crap on a fighter that's beating world champions, but he ain't beating the dudes that you want to see him beat? You know what I mean? It's like one of them things, man. It's like one of them things. Thumbs up for the family, man. Thumbs up for me, man. Hit that thumbs up. Hit that thumbs up. I got Muhammad Hamatola in the building. What's up, family? What's up with you, man? Salute, man, and the fam. Great performance from Canelo, and I think 2021 will be a great year for him as he will face two of the following fighters: Plant, Golovkin, Benavidez, or Charlo. Facts. And this is why I say going forward, this is where things are going to get real interesting for Canelo Alvarez. If he's going to go after these champions, as he says he wants to do, these are 4 names. Ain't bad names. These ain't bad names at all. And you right, Muhammad. It's going to at least be 2 of these dudes. Got to be in there. I don't know if I can see. Well, I think we got to give Billy Joe Saunders. I think he's looking at Billy Joe, man. I really do. I mean, I think the Benavidez thing, his anti-Mexican stance, he don't want to fight other Mexican fighters. That might hurt it. That's a big fight, though, bro. Benavidez and Canelo, man, that's a huge fight. I mean, huge. But he got a stance. He ain't going to fight no other Mexican fighters. You know what I'm saying? Remember, Jaime Munguia was on this line heavy, man. Oh, I don't know, man. We not fighting Jaime Munguia. No, he's another Mexican fighter. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. DGO, what's up, fam? Oh, Lord. He always got to slip one in there, man. You never miss an opportunity, do you, DGO? What's up with you, though? Andrade was talking nice about Canelo and bigging him up. Do you think he knows something that's cooking as far as a fight with Canelo? I mean, I don't think Andrade knows anything, man. I think Andrade is all over the place. Just a week ago, he was calling out Billy Joe. Billy Joe is trying to lead him into a trap. I mean, Andrade is all over. Billy Joe is telling Andrade to vacate his belt and then move up. And then, that, of course, that belt is going to be left to Liam Williams and Jaime Munguia. So with Billy Joe, man, I don't know. The Gennady Golovkin situation, with Demetrius Andrade, the Gennady Golovkin situation should look good for Demetrius Andrade right now. I mean, Demetrius Andrade should be everywhere saying Gennady Golovkin, Gennady Golovkin. Gennady Golovkin has no one to fight. We just looked at the boxing. He has no one left to fight. Go down to Gennady Golovkin. He has nowhere to go. Champion here, right? IBF champion. Vacant number 1. Vacant number 2. He just beat the number 3 guy. Don't know who this guy is. Don't know who that guy. He don't know who none of these guys is except Jaime Munguia. All these dudes, look how long their last names are, man. I don't know none of these dudes. Fagan Butts. Like, what the heck, man? I don't know none of these cats. Where's he gonna go? This dude, Demetrius Andrade, need to be on his line, champ. I mean, on his line. And this is what I be saying about Andrade. To Andrade fans, we want to see him in the big fight. We all do. You know what I'm saying? But Andrade be killing us, man. Like, it's like when it's time to make the strike, you ain't nowhere to be found. Why the hell were you at Canelo's fight tonight, but you wasn't at Golovkin's fight? I didn't see him at Golovkin's fight. Did I miss it? Why wasn't you at Golovkin's fight, bruh? You worrying about Canelo got a zillion doors he can walk through. Gennady Golovkin only got maybe 1. Word on the curb is that Gennady Golovkin is looking at Jaime Munguia. That's the one he's looking at, right? That's a big fight. How is he going to let him look at? And then Demetrius Andrade, you got Jaime Munguia right up under you. You got Liam Williams as the mandatory. Liam Williams is an MTK global fighter, just like Billy Joe Saunders. Billy Joe Saunders and Liam Williams trying to run game on Demetrius Andrade, trying to get him to vacate that belt. Man, Demetrius Andrade, you need to be on Gennady Golovkin's line. He got nowhere to go. He's begging Canelo for a fight. If it ain't gonna be Jaime Munguia, then it's gonna be one of these dudes. It's gonna be Patrick Wojcicki. You need to be on Gennady Golovkin's line, man. You know what I'm saying? But I don't trust Demetrius Andrade for nothing. You know what I mean? Real spill. Real spill. It says it don't matter if he don't fight Andrade in the Charlos, then he should just retire. Man, we fans want what they want. You know, Canelo, you can't keep running around here giving us everybody that no one's asking for. I hope we don't try to hide behind this WBC mandatory. Oh, well, they telling me I got to go fight Anthony Yildirim. Can't fight Caleb Plant. Can't fight Andrade. Can't fight Charlo. Can't fight Golovkin. Got to go fight Yildirim. Talk to them about it. Man, this dude got options galore. Options. You know what I'm saying? But as far as tonight's fight, round 3 was the turning point, y'all. I thought Canelo Alverez by round 3 just felt like Callum Smith had nothing in store for him. Started to walk him down with ease, close the distance more and more as the fight went on. But it all started in round 3. And I thought Callum Smith, you know, I called this fight for it to be stopped in the 9th by Canelo beating him up top. Man, I thought it was going to end in the 9th. I was about to jump out my seat like, yo, man, I called this joint on the dot. I thought they could have stopped it in the 9th. But he was laying a lot of hard leather on Callum Smith in that 9th round, man. Man, this dude Callum Smith, man, you done, bro. Nobody gonna be checking for you. Mr. Cheesehead, what's going on? Where is the pressure on PBC to allow its fighters to accept the fight? You know what I'm saying? I don't know which particular. Oh, you talking about fast for Canelo? I mean, it's got to be work on both sides, man. I mean, Canelo right now a free agent. Canelo ain't got no network or no whatever. He can go everywhere. If PBC want Canelo, they need to be calling him. If they want that joint for Charlo, you're right. They need to be calling him. I agree. Canelo is right now as a free agent. He said he's down to play with everybody. But of course, he also likes the easiest roads. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. So it all depends on what he want to do. All depends on what he want to do. Since Callum says he was ready, no excuses. Facts. I mean, this was Billy Joe Saunders was the one running around saying, yo, it was only 5 or 6 weeks, man. You know what I mean? But Canelo, he looked good tonight, man. I mean, against a dude who ain't really do much. You know what I'm saying? Smith looked weak. Exactly. Looked weak. His jab looked weak. He had no pepper on his shots. He looked like he was just moving and punching. And I'm like, bro, you know, you're trying to be too damn fundamental for one. You're trying to move and keep your hand move. Just, bro, you got to get into a fight. You got to beat up Canelo. You got to get into a fight. You trying to be all fundamentally standing straight up, moving and jabbing, and Pity just want to touch him like just the amateurs, bro. You got to beat up Canelo. Gennady Golovkin found out I got to get there and I got to beat this dude up. I got to beat some fight out of him. I got to beat some wind out of him. A lot of boxing fans have seen Canelo Alvarez struggle with stamina. Well, he ain't had no struggles tonight. And we even seen him standing up like late in the fight between rounds, standing up off the stool because he ain't had much put on him tonight. He just steadily walking him down at his pace. Soon as he getting in range, letting his hands fly, popping him with that jab, popping him with that left hook downstairs. Beautiful punch. Uppercut, splitting the guard when he get him up on the ropes. Callum Smith not doing no counter punching, no catching and shooting. No changing up the speed of the punches, no changing up the pace, nothing. Just showed up, moved, and jabbed. Almost looked unprepared. Maybe I'm tripping. Uh-oh. I knew this one was coming. I think Spence can beat Canelo at 160 pounds. Let me close these boxing rankings, y'all. I think Spence can beat Canelo at 160 pounds. Nah, man, I don't even ready to go that far yet, man. I see that a lot of talk been trying to kick up lately. Canelo versus Earl Spence Jr. and things like that, man. You know, nah, man, Earl got things to do, bro. Earl don't need that fight right now, man. And y'all notice I haven't did one video on it. I ain't been talking about it. Earl don't need that fight. I know people may say, well, it's a big money fight. It's big. Earl got a trajectory he on. He need to stick to the script, man. Stick to the script. His greatness gonna come. He don't need Canelo for his greatness. You got many names around you. Keith One-Time Thurman, turns Bud Crawford. You want your greatness? There it is right there. Right there. Become undisputed at welterweight. That's great. That's a heck of a legacy point. Not jumping up 2 weight classes, damn to be great, just because it makes a bunch of money and it kicks up a bunch of dust and woo, 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 woo. Nah, that ain't what he want. You know what I mean? He got a date with Bud Crawford. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't left that. I'm going to get back on that this week. We got a lot of stuff to cover. I just wanted to get that a little air. But no, he got a date with Bud Crawford. I don't know if anybody told y'all. He got a date with Bud Crawford, and we're going to get there. We definitely going to get there. I'm surprised no one asked about Charlo. Yeah, facts. You know what I'm saying? Well, there's a lot of Charlo quotes up. I mean, people asking about Charlo tonight, man. I mean, that's the number one. That's like without question. Yo, you ask anybody, what is the number one fight you want to see for Canelo Alvarez? Automatic Charlo. Automatic. Whichever one. At this point, I take 54 or 60. Don't matter. I want to see him versus a Charlo. Of course, 60 first, but I want to see him in there with a Charlo and Andrade. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. I think those are the styles. Those are certain folks. I just think they got a much better chance against. I think Charlo, Andrade, and Dimitri Bivol. I think those dudes are just the ones that he's going to avoid at all costs. You know what I'm saying? Valkyrie says, "Yo, Billy Joe is actually a legit fight. About time, Canelo." Well, yeah, that's a legit fight. If Billy Joe, I don't know how many weeks he needs to prepare or what he got to do. You know what I'm saying? If Canelo's smart, he fights Billy Joe Saunders here in America. I'm keeping it 100. If you smart, you fight Billy Joe Saunders here in America. Billy Joe Saunders likes to, use the UCAD rules and, in competition, out of competition. He likes to take certain stuff up to a certain point, you know what I mean? Building up to a fight. So how about you had that fight over here in America? Same thing for you, Demetrius Andrade. You fight Billy Joe Saunders, you fight him over here, champ. Don't go over there and fight that man with them UCAD in competition, out competition rules. Y'all know that's how he got late before. Oh, I'm all right. I mean, I didn't get in any trouble in the UK, but he got in trouble over here. Remember when Billy Joe Saunders got in trouble? He didn't get in trouble over in the UK. He got in trouble here. He got in trouble here. The rules are different. So with Billy Joe, you bring his ass back to America. And that goes for whoever fight him. If it's Andrade, if it's Canelo, hell, bring him right on back over here if you're smart. You know what I'm saying? Real spill. Smith looked like Chavez Jr., bro. I thought Chavez looked better, truth be told. You know what I mean? But yeah, you're right. I mean, Smith just didn't fight with no kind of authority at all. He had no authority in that ring tonight. None. He had zero authority. Canelo showed him no respect beyond round 3. Felt like he can just walk straight through the front door, eat his jab, everything. I mean, it's supposed to have been the number one dude at 168, though. Y'all told me this was the number one dude at 168. I'm having a hard time believing that. I think David Benavidez would have slept Callum Smith in there tonight. You know what I'm saying? All day. You know what I'm saying? Thumbs up for me, man. Thumbs up. Do you like Spence chances against Canelo? Oh, Muhammad says, do you like Spence chances against Canelo at 160? Nah, I don't. I don't like his chances at 160. Canelo going to rehydrate for that fight. Come in the much, much bigger man. And that beating may do worse things for Earl than he needs. His career may be in shambles after that. He might not be the same. He might get himself hurt. We need to start learning, learn from Kell Brook and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? He don't need that, man. Earl got a upward trajectory. He has a lot of big fights, whether it be at 47 or at 54. He can go either way. He do not need to do nothing crazy like that just to please some promoter. You know what I mean? For what? He moving at a good pace. He got the Cowboys behind him. He got Jerry Jones behind him. He got more than enough opponents. Keith one-time Thurman's right there. You got Terrence Bud Crawford right there. You got the 54 cats up there. He got more than enough smoke around him. He got to still get himself together, get back into his prime form. He don't need to be, Canelo Alvarez would love to get him right now. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. This is Canelo's MO. He would love to get Earl Spence Jr. right now. No, absolutely not. Nuh-uh. Canelo, go about your business. Go find somebody else, man. Why you coming down here messing with Earl when he's trying to get himself together? Nah. If you want to call out somebody, call out a Charlo. He feels so big to call out Earl, but you don't want to call out somebody that's calling your name. Charlo right there. His stablemate right there. But you want to call out Earl, though. You did. I mean, Earl, from what I get from Earl, I'm going to be honest, Muhammad, like what I get from him is he was trying to resist it, man. He really was. You know what I'm saying? Like, of course, if it's constantly asked, he's like, yo, I got to respond to it. And, of course, yeah, if it happens, that's a big money fight. It's hard to say no to it. But, I mean, come on, man. He know that's just, you know what I mean? Then I'm almost wondering if Canelo clout chasing a little bit. Pound for pound, cats, they ain't supposed to be clout chasing. Floyd never clout chased nobody. What you talk about Earl for? Is his name hiding in yours right now, Canelo? Riddle me that. I ain't letting Canelo come and do nothing, man. Earl don't need Canelo. All right, Canelo ain't never in his life said Earl Spence Jr.'s name. Never. Earl Spence Jr. been doing the same thing he doing today. He been doing it for the last couple years. You never said his name. Jerry Jones been down with Earl. You never said his name. Now you saying his name. I'm starting to wonder, is Earl name hotter than yours, champion? I don't really want to go there right now, though. I don't even want to go there right now. You know what I'm saying? What's up, DGO? Eddie is the best promoter right now, hands down. Watch him get Fury too. Hey, man, I ain't gonna sit there and hate on that. You know what I'm saying? There'd be something. He might finagle Fury away from Frank Warren. You know, I can see it, man. You know, Frank looked like he slowing down, man. He lost Dubois. You know what I mean? Then after what just happened with Anthony Yard, man, you know, shoot, man, my man Frank probably just like, you know what? I'm just right now, I just can't. Eddie's just sitting back laughing, man. So who knows? He might finagle Fury from under Frank Warren. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Remember, Tyson Fury went to Eddie Hearn first before he went to Frank Warren. You know what I'm saying? Real spill, real spill. All right, I'm gonna catch up with some of the comments. So I'm gonna slide down some, y'all. I'm gonna slide down. Damn. All right, I'm gonna go up some. See if we got some fam in the building. Hey, yo, man, everybody that's coming through, seeing me for the first time, hit that subscribe button, man. Become part of the fam, man. Hit that bell icon, man, so y'all can rock with the homie every time we upload. You know what I'm saying? All day, all day. Hey, yo, man, Valkyrie says, man, yo, man, we are talking about Big Charlo versus Canelo. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's the fight to make right there, champ. That's the fight to make. That's a 50-50 fight. You know what I mean? Everybody, I remember when everybody seen that Charlo versus Korbal fight. Everybody was like, nah, man, no way, man. After Korbal touched him the way he touched him. And then after that, they seen him get in there with Sergey Deryevchenko. Now everybody like, oh, shit, it might be a 50-50 fight now. You know what I mean? I think it's a 50-50 fight. The athletic of Jamal Charlo versus the upper body movement and the combination punching of a Canelo Alverez, that'll be one heck of a fight. One heck of a fight. One heck of a fight. You like Berlanga versus Canelo? That'll be something cool. That's long ways out. You know, Canelo, like I said, with his anti-Mexican stance, you know what I mean? It is what it is, man. It is what it is. Thumbs up for the fam, man. Thumbs up for the homie. You know what I'm saying? We putting that work in, man. We putting that work in, man. Salute to the fam. Who paid that $70 tonight, though, y'all? God damn, $70 for this card? They got to do better, shawty. They got to do better. Andrade was all over the place. He complimented Canelo, then degrades his resume when he wasn't and when he hasn't fought anyone. This guy live is hating. Who is Charlo and Andrade fighting? Not champions. It's all political, bro. That's all it is. Andrade's case, man, he's surrounded by the smoke. That's what don't make sense in Andrade's case. You surrounded by everybody, and you got, like DGO just said, the top promoter out there, Eddie Hearn. I mean, you got it all. You got DAZN, the new network, throwing his big bags of money. They got all the smoke around you. You got Eddie Hearn. What the hell more do you need? What the hell more do you need, doo-doo? I mean, you got everything. You know what I'm saying? So I just never trusted Demetrius Andrade ever since his HBO days. But at the end of the day, I still do think he has the code. Now, that may be my criticism about him out the ring. But when it comes to inside that ring, I think that he got something for Canelo, champ. I think he got, and that's just evaluating style versus style, which I'm damn good at doing. You know what I'm saying? Just check out my breakdowns and predictions. When it comes to style versus style, Demetrius Andrade on his A game, got the answers for Canelo. I'm telling you, he got the answers, and Canelo knows it. I'm telling you, man, Canelo knows it. Don't know enough about Charlo to say who would win. Yeah, I think that'll be an interesting fight. Charlo is a powerful puncher, very athletic, not mobile, so he's not somebody who's going to be running away too much from Canelo. Canelo don't like guys that move away from him. Charlo ain't going to move away too much. Charlo going to stand his ground. Charlo going to throw hard shots on Canelo. Canelo going to have to eat some hard leather that fight. I mean, I ain't saying he can't do it. You know what I'm saying? And Canelo do got some good head movement, and he's a combination puncher, which I think may give Charlo some problems as well. I think that'll be a hell of a fight, and it has to happen, man. These are just the fights that the fans are demanding, not what just Canelo wants to do. You know what I mean? You're going to be coming, I got to fight Avni Yodrum. Avni Yodrum is my WBC mandatory. You know what I'm saying? That's next. Nah, man. You still got smoke out here. Plenty. You know what I'm saying? Unify. Become undisputed. Preferably at 160, but it ain't going to happen. You talking rubbish. Canelo is simply the elite level. One of a kind. You, on the other hand, have only looked at the boxing ring and disrespecting top fighters. Santa Aaron, never seen you before? Allow me to introduce myself. Mainman Mademan, Slim. You know what I'm saying? Check my track record. I ain't just started doing this just yesterday. Been doing this for a minute. You know what I mean? I know all about Canelo. You call him elite. He's elite to you. You know what I mean? He's elite to you. But fighting at catch weights, getting popped for PEDs, having PED drug laws changes in your favor, all of these things harm Canelo Alvarez. The cherry picking, these are the things that Canelo Alvarez fans don't like to talk about. But those are all facts. Those are all what he did. He fought Erislandy Law, catch weight. Alfredo Angulo, catch weight. 4 fighters at catch weights that he didn't have to. I told folks, catch weights are used when smaller fighters want to fight a bigger fighter, so they meet at a catch weight. Not when they're 2 fighters in the same weight class that weigh the same amount of weight and you still fighting at a catch weight. What the hell is that about? That's the questions, you know what I'm saying? So he's an elite fighter, though. He's so great. He's so great. You know what I'm saying? He's so great. I'm just answer that question for me, champ. Answer that. Valkyrie says, yo, man, Canelo deserves disrespect. He doesn't want to fight any challenging champions. You know, I give him credit for some of the things he's done in his career. I mean, I can't say all of his fights have been like bad fights. I'm just saying that there's always some fishy circumstances and fishy details always surrounding his fight, A. And B, you know, it's just, like I said, it's never the guy that we always really want to see him fight. I mean, the last time he gave me the fight that I wanted to see was Erislandy Law. I got to say, it was Erislandy Law. And like I said, that went down to the catch weight, but whatever. But Erislandy Law was the last fight that he gave me that I really was asking for to see. You know what I'm saying? Outside of that, no Charlo, no Andrade, no Bivol. Those are the guys I've been asking for. You know what I'm saying? And I've been asking for them for a long time. Never asked for Kovalev, never asked for Chavez Jr., never asked for Namir Khan, never asked for Daniel Jacobs. You know what I'm saying? But Jacobs was a good fight. Jacobs was a good fight. You know what I'm saying? Stop hating. Canelo is the best. Your butthurt talking all this jazz and like always looking for excuses. Charlotte and Andrade won't fight each other. Spence will get killed. Terrence got his number. Spence will get killed. Tommy, I'm with you. You know, I'm a Crawford fan, man. But you know, I hear you. He the best. Canelo is the best. He's the best. I just told you he's the best, but he ain't fought the best. Then if he's the best, as you say, why don't he fight the best? Why does he fight Sergey Kovalev coming off of an Anthony Yard fight just weeks prior? Why does he not let Sergey Kovalev body heal? You know what I mean? Why is that? Why did he fight Chavez at that weird weight class that he fought Chavez Jr. at? Why did the clenbuterol rules change? These are all of the questions that no one likes to ask. Man, you can't keep holding that over his head. You can't keep talking about clenbuterol because, you know, that was a while ago. Okay, fine. Then let's see. Let's see him fight straight up. WBC franchise champion. He got no mandatories. The man got all of these belts and literally got one mandatory that ain't gonna probably get ordered. That was the WBC with Avni Yodra. He got no mandatories at 160. No mandatory. He got one mandatory at 68. He's the greatest. He is the greatest. He is the greatest thing since sliced bread, man. What are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? Tell him, Valkyries. Tell him, Slim. Enjoy your ducker, Canelo fans. He won't fight anyone that could beat him. Man, he know what he's doing. He picking and choosing. He good at it. He's a good fighter, man. It's that day of reckoning gonna come, man. That day of reckoning gonna come. You know what I'm saying? And I know Canelo fans don't like to hear it. They hate to hear it. I got it. He's the greatest thing in the world. Look, Raider Boy G say, yo, Canelo is the best pound for pound. So Terrence Crawford been undisputed. Terrence Crawford is stood on top of, he's on his 3rd weight class. And he's been undisputed. Lineal champion the whole 9. I mean, Canelo ain't never been undisputed. I'm just saying. Everybody be thinking you hating on Canelo, man. Nobody hating on no Canelo, man. We just want that dude to do the right thing, man. Do what fans is asking him to do. Canelo be on his own time. You know what I'm saying? Be on his own time. Yo, Valkyrie says, yo, Canelo fans have no points. They just name call and back their dude. I'll let you have your fluff champion. You know what I'm saying? They love him, man. They love Canelo. They showed up for him tonight. 12,000 deep up in that joint out in Texas, man. You know what I mean? They love Canelo, man. They love Canelo. DAZN probably loving him right now, too, getting them into the pay-per-view model. This is DAZN's first pay-per-view tonight. You know what I mean? They came out with the fireworks and the firecrackers tonight. You did. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But they finally had to get into that pay-per-view model. He never did. They talking about Earl. He never did. I don't know what you're saying. He never did. They talking about Earl. Oh, yeah, he talking about, he's skipping over all of them cats talking about Earl. Come on, man. This don't even make, that's why the more I hear him talking about Earl, I'll be trying to ignore it, to be honest with you. I'm like, nah, man. It's a lot of clout chasing going on. Pound for pound number ones, cash cows of boxing. They don't clout chase. Why are you talking about Earl Spence Jr.? Huh? Because his story was popping. You did? Because he had boxing popping for a few weeks. So you talking about Earl Spence Jr. Pound for pound cash cows don't do that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But then again, they say AJ was one, and AJ out here talking heavy about Fury. So what's really going on? You know what I mean? We'll see. So Rebel Boxing says, yo, man, Floyd still beats Canelo, and Spence can't touch Canelo. I don't think Spence is ready for Canelo right now. Weight-wise, size-wise, and just right now, he's still kind of getting himself back together, getting on his feet. You know what I mean? Like I said, this is a prime opponent for Canelo Alverez. He usually catch cats like that. You know what I mean? Now, I'm with you, DGO. This card wasn't worth $70. I don't know if you were saying it wasn't worth, but it was $69.99 over here in America, bro. And it wasn't worth it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't worth it. I know it came with 4 months free of DAZN. Good luck with that. You know what I'm saying? Y'all have fun with that. 4 months free of DAZN. Yeah, whatever, cuz. Canelo ain't fighting no one without a title at 168, like it or not. Okay. Well, look, guess what? David Benavidez on his line, David. You know what I'm saying? David Benavidez on his line. David want that smoke. So David ain't got a belt. But David is like, look, man, we can fight for that WBC title that used to be mine. I lost it on the scales, but it used to be mine. I want smoke. He can't keep avoiding David Benavidez, man. David been calling him. David been calling him loud and clear. You know what I'm saying? Loud and clear. Canelo wants to fight Demetrius Andrade because Andrade pays out of his own pocket for VADA testing, and he forces you to take the test. Facts. Well, Eddie Hearn does that. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool. That's how they caught, Billy Joe and amongst others. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. That's how they caught, was that Big Mutant Miller? You know what I mean? That's good. That's that extra VADA testing that goes deeper. That's exactly, you right. You got a good point. You may not face Andrade in that situation. But then again, he may tell him, look, none of this. We either going to go with the WBC clean boxer program do, or we do nothing. You know what I mean? Canelo ain't going for that deeper testing. Y'all already know. It was okay for Mayweather to fight a 22-year-old Canelo, but not for Canelo to fight Spence, who is also 30 years of age and 2 weight classes below and just coming off of a big-time accident, not ready for a bigger fighter right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? But he was 30 years of age. Come on, man. Come on, bro. You must be some dude who want to interject race into this shit, bro. Just keep it boxing. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, bro, Earl Spence Jr., matter of fact, I'm not even going to answer your question because you got stupid in your comment. You know what I mean? We're going to push on. Canelo wants to, we already read that part. You know what I'm saying? Let's keep pushing. If Billy Joe brings his A game, he should beat Canelo easily, just like Mayweather did. Yo, man, exactly. I mean, I don't know, man. I think Billy Joe going to struggle with Canelo, man. I think Billy Joe going to slow down. I don't bet on Billy Joe's conditioning. I think his conditioning going to be a problem. It's always shown to be a problem. Whenever he don't get that resistance put on him like that last dude he fought, he gonna tee off on him all day. But when you start pushing Billy Joe back, Billy Joe starts sweating and huffing and puffing down the stretch. I think that might be a problem if Canelo don't start huffing and puffing his damn self. You know what I'm saying? But look pretty strong in there tonight. If every boxer fought who the public wanted to, then what will boxing look like? Okay, fine. But when is the last time that Canelo gave you a fighter that you've been asking for? I mean, no one asked, like I said, for Khan. No one asked for Kovalev. If you want to go up there and get respect of boxing fans, especially outside of your fan base, then why didn't you fight Dimitri Bivol? Why didn't you fight Beterbiev? He got 2 titles. You know what I'm saying? You want to go up there and fight somebody real, then fight real. Don't pull Sergey Kovalev, who just went through a 12-round grueling fight with Anthony Yard weeks later, and say, come on, get into a fight. That ain't how you do it, champ. And then have his fans like, he's the greatest thing in the world. What? Cats like us, we see what you're doing, champ. We see exactly what you're doing. You know what I mean? You fought Miguel Cotto, 160-pound champion at 157 pounds. What the hell? Like, what the hell is all of this stupid stuff for? I got my theories on it. I'm not going to do it in this live stream. I got my theories on why he does that catchweight stuff, though. I think I've talked about it in the past. And if you've been rocking with me, y'all think y'all know where I'm going to go at with that. But there's reasons why he does those catchweights. There's a lot of reasons. Certain rules don't apply when you fight at catchweights. Do y'all know that? How certain rules don't apply, how certain sanctioning bodies can't do certain things outside of the actual sanctioned weight. Do you know a lot of rules get dropped to the wayside when you fight at catchweights? Do you know that? See, I do. And when I ask certain questions, Canelo fans are like, oh, well, you just hating, man. You just hating. Get out of here, champ. You know what I'm saying? Get out of here. Hey, much love to Robert Navarro in the super chat. Hold on, let me scroll down to it, fam. Bam, there you go. Hold on 1 second. Dang, this thing be moving so fast sometimes, man. All right, there you go. My man, Robert Navarro in the super chat. Much love to your family. Earl has Dallas and not Texas. Oh, yeah. He got Dallas and not Texas. Okay. Well, hey, that's a big state. He got a big state and he got a big brand down there, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. From everybody I talked to down from the Texas side, though, man, it's like he got Texas. You sure about that? Because it seemed like to me, man, everybody I've talked to from Texas, outside of Dallas, I got a lot of homies in San Antonio. And they always tell me, son, we love Earl down here. Like, Earl is everything down there. So I hear you. But I've gotten a lot of fans who tell me that Earl is heavy into the culture, heavy embedded into the culture down there in Texas, man. So I don't know. And with the Cowboys pushing him, that ain't going to do nothing but help him. You know what I'm saying? That's what Canelo looking at. Canelo want to get next to Jerry Jones. Oh, I'm going to say Earl Spence. Earl got Jerry over there with him. He got Texas, my state, the state that I love to fight in. And you got Jerry. You know, Canelo's fought with Jerry before, so he know how it go. Oh, it all makes sense. Canelo see dollar signs. But that don't work good for Earl Spence Jr. Earl wants a career. Earl wants a legacy. All right. Earl ain't trying to do like Canelo do, just jumping around, just make the biggest bag of money you can. Nah. Earl got things to do. Respectable, very respectable things to do. Like fight Terrence Crawford. The real pound for pound fight in boxing. Fight that monster right there. Deal with Keith Thurman. Deal with your nemesis. If you bet, man, deal with your joker. Don't go find some no. Deal with your jokers. They right there. And they laughing at you, Earl. That's what it is. That's what it's about. I'm about to get up out of here, fam. About to get up out of here. Much love to y'all, man. Much love to y'all. Oh, man. Much love to y'all. And much love to you, Robert Navarro, man. Appreciate you, man, holding me down. Much love, much love, much love. Marzette70 says, Canelo is a true champion. Maybe not the best, but a true champion. You know what I'm saying? There are several fighters out there that would beat him. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, true champion. He fights names. You know, he has an obligation as the cash cow of boxing. You know what I'm saying? To fight a certain level of fighters. So just not the ones we've been asking. But he's a champion. Just not the greatest one out there. You know what I'm saying? My brother, Monty Brown TV in the super chat. What's up, family? What's up with you, man? Happy holidays to your family, man. Happy holidays to you, man. Salute Big Brother and Earl got Texas, period. You tell them. There it is. There it is. They're going to lead of the pack right there. You know what I'm saying? All day. That's the only news I've ever heard, man. That's all I've ever heard. I've always heard it ain't a Dallas thing. It's a Texas thing. And like I said, I got family down there. I got homies, real live homies down there that I talk to on the phone. And when I ask them about Earl Spence Jr., they go crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, and they ain't even in Dallas. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. Salute to Earl, man. He got Texas, man. And if he's smart, he worked that market, man. It's just like the DMV, man. I always tell family, you know what I'm saying? Like the DMV is 3 states in one. Anybody who can lock this area, we ride with Gary up here. You know what I'm saying? Gary Russell Jr. You get DC, Maryland, and Virginia. It's 3 states in one. Anything you do, whether it's sports, whether it's music, whether you're a singer, a dancer, a rapper, you lock down DC, Maryland, and Virginia, you good. It's just like we're Earl. He got Texas. He got a mini country out there. He got the biggest market next to California, right? The biggest market. He good. Canelo see that. You don't think Canelo see that? He see that. He definitely see that. Earl got things to do. You know what I'm saying? Earl got things to do. You know what I mean? Earl got things to do. I'm going to get up out of here, fam. DGO says, yo, man, Spence was there begging Canelo for a fight or clout chase. Yo, Spence was, I did see something about him being there tonight. You know what I'm saying? Was he up in the building tonight? Spence was up in the building tonight. So is he planning to it? You know what I'm saying? He might be planning to it, man, getting a little something off. Hey, I might well get some exposure off it too. They did say Spence was in the building tonight. You know, I'm gonna leave this for another live stream. I find it funny how we can get Spence in the building at Canelo's fight, but we can't get Spence in the building at a Crawford fight. He says, I'll never come to his fight, but he can go to a Canelo fight. We're going to talk about that. We're not going to do that tonight. We're not going to do that tonight, fam. But you can go to Canelo's fight, but you can't come to Crawford's fight. You can go to Canelo's fight, but you tell the world that you will never, what is he doing here? I wouldn't go to his fight, but you go to a Canelo fight. Don't let me find out he was at the Canelo's fight tonight. We're going to have a whole nother live stream to talk about. Salute to my brother, Orlando Finney, my brother. Much love to the family, man. Much love to the family. Boxing aside, have a great Christmas, my friend. Same to you, my friend, my brother. Have a great Christmas. Much blessings to you and yours. Much blessings to you all, man. Y'all stay safe out there. Do something nice for somebody. You know what I'm saying? Take a Christmas and do something a little different. Go serve the homeless. Go look out. Go take one of the little kids that you see like at the post office and, you know, you send them a little teddy bear, something to make somebody Christmas special, man. You know, it's the holiday season, man. That's one of the reasons why this week I've been kind of low on uploads, man. I'm kicking it with the fam. You know what I'm saying? This is a time of year we all should cherish, man. Relax, man. Just kind of cool on out. You know, it's bad times for a lot of people. Happy holidays. If I brought any joy to anybody this whole year, man, this has been a crazy year. 2020 has been a crazy year, and this is to the fam. If I brought any joy for y'all this year, man, it's been nothing but my pleasure. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate all of y'all rocking with me. But that's why we come. That's why we come here. You dig? We got all them pressures. We got all that stuff we dealing with out here. When we come here, we kicking our feet off and just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Just kicking it. And I want y'all to always know that y'all got y'all homie in y'all corner at all times. You know what I'm saying? All day. Much love to you, Orlando, and may God bless you and bless everybody else out there. Enjoy the rest of y'all weekend. Stay safe out there. Thumbs up on the way out if you did not hit it on the way in. Much love to y'all all. Another fight tonight, man. Matter of fact, I think now at this point, boxing gonna be on a little break. I think boxing gonna be on a little break. Salute to Ammo Williams tonight too, man. Did y'all see Ammo tonight? Ammo got that first round stoppage in there tonight, champ. Ammo looking good, man. I thought it was a little premature. Stoppage was a little bit premature, but it still was a good performance by Ammo Williams tonight, man. But we'll be back tomorrow for We Talking Boxing. Y'all know how we get down. We'll sit down, we'll process this thing, but we gonna have that conversation. I'm gonna go back through some of my video clips. DGO, you might have just started a whole live stream, fam. I'm gonna go back to some of my video. I want to know. I got my DVR. I'm gonna go back through this. I'm gonna see if I can get an Earl Spence Jr. pick in the building. Let me find out Earl Spence was in the building, but he won't come to a Crawford fight. Oh yeah, we got something to talk about. Much love to y'all. Y'all have a good night, and I see y'all real soon, man. Much love to you all. Much love to you all. Until the next video, man. Peace out.